This week, 3 global crises, 2 breakthrough discoveries, 1 shocking revelation. Welcome to Global Weekly News Bulletin. This is your world, simplified. Focus Economy News.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Focus Economy, your trusted window into the world of economics. Today, we bring you the Global Economic Roundup covering the period from 15 October to 25 October 2025. Let's begin with this week's headlines. On IMF trims global growth forecast. World economy expected to expand by 3.2% in 2025, signaling steady but modest progress. 2 global trade outlook brightens. WTO revises 2025 merchandise trade growth up to 2.4%, though the next year looks uncertain. 3 Europe regains momentum. Germany's business activity hits a 2-year high, while the UK economy shows early signs of revival. 4. China unveils new 5-year plan, focusing on technology self-reliance and domestic consumption amid rising trade tensions. 5. Africa's growth strengthens. World Bank projects 3.8% expansion for 2025 as inflation begins to ease. 6. Markets cheer lower US inflation. Wall Street and the FTSE 100 hit record highs as hopes rise for Federal Reserve rate cuts. 7. IMF warns of hidden risks. Financial stability remains fragile beneath calm global markets. 8. Geopolitical tensions persist. US-China friction continues to cloud trade and investment prospects. Now, let's look at these stories in detail. The International Monetary Fund, in its October 2025 World Economic Outlook, projects that global growth will ease slightly from 3.3% in 2024 to 3.2% in 2025, stabilizing near 3.1% the following year. Advanced economies are likely to grow around 1.5%, while emerging markets maintain a faster pace above 4%. The IMF cites lingering inflation, public debt, and geopolitical uncertainty as major drags on momentum. In short, the world economy remains resilient but fragile. Global trade trends. The World Trade Organization raised its global merchandise trade growth forecast for 2025 to 2.4%, fueled by strong consumer demand and AI-related imports. However, the outlook for 2026 weakens to 0.5%, signaling that global trade may cool again as demand softens and supply chain disruptions linger. Europe's economic pulse. In Europe, Germany's private sector activity surged to a 2-year high, with its composite PMI touching 53.8 points. The services sector led the rebound, while manufacturing showed early signs of stabilization. Meanwhile, in the United Kingdom, the PMI climbed to 51.1, suggesting the economy may finally be turning a corner after months of stagnation. China unveiled its new 5-year plan, emphasizing technology innovation, green energy, and domestic consumption. The plan reflects Beijing's drive towards self-reliance amid ongoing trade frictions with the US. Economists believe this strategy could reshape Asia's growth model and realign global supply chains in the coming decade. 5. Africa's rising momentum. According to the World Bank's Africa Pulse report, Sub-Saharan Africa is projected to grow 3.8% in 2025, up from 3.5% last year. Commodity exports, digital innovation, and improved fiscal management are supporting recovery, though inflation remains uneven across countries. Financial stability, calm above, tension below. The IMF's Global Financial Stability Report warns that while markets appear calm, risks are quietly building beneath the surface. Concerns include high asset valuations, rising sovereign debt burdens, and growing exposure among non-bank financial institutions. The fund advises regulators to strengthen oversight and prepare buffers against potential shocks. In the United States, both the manufacturing and services sectors remain in expansion. September inflation came in at just 3%, sparking optimism that the Federal Reserve may start cutting interest rates sooner than expected. Investors rejoiced. Wall Street and the FTSE 100 soared to record highs on renewed growth hopes. Geopolitical tensions, US versus China. The US-China trade rivalry remains a defining feature of the global landscape. Fresh US restrictions on high-tech exports prompted a sharp response from Beijing, which vowed to defend its economic interests. Analysts warned that this ongoing standoff may disrupt supply chains, increase costs, and dampen investor confidence worldwide. Risks ahead sound. Experts point to several key uncertainties to watch. The continuing US government shutdown could hurt business confidence. Energy price volatility might reignite inflation. Trade disputes and financial fragilities could slow recovery in 2026. To sum up, between 15 and 25 October 2025, the global economy showed resilience without robustness. Growth is steady, trade is improving, and markets are optimistic. Yet the undercurrents of financial fragility and geopolitical tension persist. That's all for this week's Global Economic Update here on Focus Economy. I am Dr. M. Madhavan, thanking you for tuning in. If you found this report insightful, please like, share. Next time, stay informed, stay focused,